Good evening. Okay. Good evening, all of you. So let's start the class. So through life, this is our first class. So hope you will enjoy this class. So today we are going to teach you a topic of class 10. That is polynomial. So first, dear students, for class 10, this is your second chapter, polynomial. So first thing you should know the syllabus well. What is the syllabus of class 10? Your first chapter is real number. I think all of you have finished this chapter because this is the first chapter. So today we are going to start second chapter, that is polynomial. So what is actually polynomial? You got the chapter from class 6, I think. Yes, class 6. That is polynomial means first you got expression. What do you mean by expression? Okay, actually this is our first class now, so I think some problem with the video. So later we will do it better the class. So first we see what is polynomial, what is expression. Expression means you should know the variable, constants and mathematical operations. Okay. So what is a expression? Expression means what? Suppose a variable, constant all together, that is mathematical operations also, that is plus, minus, multiply and division. All together join and make an expression. Expression, it may be like suppose x, y, this type of variables z, a, b, c, all together combine an expression. Okay. Now, see, suppose 2x plus y is there, that is an expression. But this expression contains how much variables? How many variables? Two variables are there, x and y. Okay. But what is the power? Power means the power of the variable. Power is 1. Okay. First, what is polynomial with expression you have to know. Polynomials means it is an expression. Polynomial is an expression which contains variable, then constants, then mathematical operations, this type of things. Now, one expression is there, 4x plus y. This polynomial has two terms, but we should also call it as expression because there are two variables. Okay. Here in class 9, class 10, in these chapters, in these math chapters, you will learn only the polynomials, that is linear. Linear polynomials only you have to learn. Okay. What is linear? Linear means it based upon degree. Degree means degree is the power of the variable. Power of the variable, degree means. Okay. Now see, what is the definition of polynomial? Polynomial is a combination of power. Power means degree, then variable, constant, this type of things combine a polynomial, and the degree should be whole numbers. Degree should be whole numbers. Okay. Whole numbers means suppose 2x plus 5x squared plus 3. This is an expression, that means polynomial. How many terms are there? There are 3 terms. Okay? 3 terms. This is 1, 2 and 3. Only the positive plus addition sign, add sign and subtraction sign, these two signs separated the terms, but multiply and division cannot separate the terms. Okay? Plus and minus also only can separate the terms. Here, in between the numbers, 2 plus signs are here. So how many terms? 1, 2 and 3. 3 terms are here. Now, if I write a polynomial like 1 by x squared plus x, is this a polynomial? It is not a polynomial. Why? Because if you convert this, it will be x to the power minus 2, or you can say x inverse 2 plus x. Okay? Here power is negative. Negative power is not suitable for a polynomial. Okay? You cannot use negative power. Only you can use the whole numbers like x cube plus 2x. These type of things you can use to make a polynomial. So in your class 10, only you will learn about the first. You have to learn about the linear polynomial based on degree. Then quadratic polynomial, and then cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial is not necessary, only linear and quadratic polynomial is necessary. These two terms are based on degree. Degree means how much, what is the greatest power of the expression is called degree. So in case of linear polynomial, what is degree? Degree is 1. In case of quadratic polynomial, what is degree? Degree is 2. In case of cubic, it is 3. Okay? So based on the degree, polynomials are divided into linear, quadratic, this type of polynomials. Now, there are another parts of polynomial, that is what? Monomials, binomials, trinomials. Now, so on the base of that means it was terms. Suppose if in a polynomial one term is there, suppose x only, 2x. This is only one term. No plus sign is there, no minus sign is there. Okay? Only one term, so this is called monomials. If there are 2 terms, suppose plus 3, then it is called binomials. If there are 3 terms, then it is called trinomials. So by this method you can divide the terms also in monomials, binomials, trinomials. Okay? And but by degree you can also divide the polynomials as linear, then quadratic, then cubic. Okay? In your class 10 we will learn the polynomial in terms of degree only. You should know what is the degree of the zero of the polynomial. Zero of polynomial. Listen carefully. Zero means, suppose in a polynomial Obviously, variables is there. Variables are there. Suppose 2x plus 3. This is a polynomial. So in this polynomial, what is the for what value of the variable the polynomial becomes 0? That means in this case, suppose x plus x minus 2 is a polynomial. In this case, if we put x equal to 2, then it will be 2 minus 2. The answer will be 0. Okay. For the value of x is 2, the polynomial answer of the polynomial is 0. So 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. This is for the linear type of polynomial. So 0 means same in case of cubic, in case of quadratic, in case of linear, or in all cases of polynomials, it is same. For what value of the variable the polynomial becomes 0 is called 0 of the polynomial. 0 means value of the variable. Okay? So we will learn the polynomial only first, linear polynomial. I think with the video some problem is there. That means we cannot cover the whole board. So for today, you have to see the video in a particular way, okay? Because one problem is there with the video. So I saw one question that is minus 2x now. Minus 2x, that is a monomial. It is linear polynomial also, and that is monomial. Because minus sign, it means what? Minus 2 is multiplied with x. Okay? Minus 2 is multiplied with x. That means minus 2x. So it is a linear polynomial and also monomial. Only one term is there. If it is minus 2 plus x, then it will be binomials. But still it is linear polynomial. Okay? Now we will find 0 of the polynomial. Zero of polynomial. Say in case of linear. See, in case of linear polynomial, the standard form is what? Suppose in case of linear polynomial, only one variable is required. Remember, only one variable is required in case of linear polynomial, and degree should be 1. Degree should be 1. Okay. Now, the standard form of linear polynomial is it is ax plus b. Why it is ax plus b? Because see, in this case, a and b both are constants. Constant means you can take any number instead of a and b. But x is the variable. X is called the variable. So only one variable is there. Degree is also 1. So it is called linear polynomial. Okay. Now, if it is linear, here the coefficient of x is what? A. Here a cannot be 0. A cannot be 0. Remember these things. It is a linear polynomial. A cannot be 0 because it is the coefficient of x. If a is 0, then the whole term will be 0. Only b will remain from this expression. Then the b is converted into constant polynomial. Constant polynomial. Okay. Now, if it is constant polynomial, it cannot be linear. No, it cannot be linear polynomial. So the coefficient of x means what is the highest power? X with x coefficient is a cannot be 0. In case of quadratic also same. What is the coefficient multiplied with the highest power? Coefficient multiplied with the highest power, that coefficient cannot be 0. Clear? Now see, how will you find this 0 of this polynomial? Simply in class 9 also you find that ax plus b is a polynomial. See, for what value of the variable the polynomial becomes 0, that is the 0 of the polynomial. So it is equal to 0. Clear? Ax, if b comes to the right side, it will be minus b. X equal minus b by a. Minus b by a is the value of a. Now you see, if you put the value of minus b, so our expression is x plus b now. If you put the value of minus b by a, value of x is equal minus b by a, then it looks like minus b by a plus b. A cancel, minus b plus b. It will be 0. So for the value of x equal minus b by a, the expression becomes 0. Clear? So for this value of the variable, the polynomial becomes 0. So for the linear polynomial, minus b by 0 is called 0 of the linear polynomial. For every linear polynomial. Okay? You can take one example also. Suppose 5x minus 6. So what is the 0? For ax plus b, see ax plus b, 0 is minus b by a. Okay? Minus b by a means what? B is here, see, b is the constant term. So you can write instead of b it is constant term. Instead of a you can write coefficient of x. Clear? Coefficient of x. So in case of 5x minus 6, in case of 5x minus 6, what is the constant term? Minus 6 is the constant term. Formula is minus b by a. So instead of b is constant term is minus 6. A is 5. Minus cancel plus it is, answer will be 5 by 6. So the value of this variable you can find also by this method. One second. Okay, see. So here 5x minus 6 you can take it as 0. So 5x will be equal to 6. X will be 6 by 5. Okay. So here also x equals 6 by 5. 0 is 6 by 5. Here also 6 by 5. So by this method also you can find. Also by this method, that means constant term by coefficient with a negative sign, you can find the 0 of the polynomial. Clear? So this is the formula for finding 0 in case of constant, in case of linear polynomial. Okay. Well, actually, this is my first class now, first live class. So I feel very nervous. And also many comments are there, but I cannot reply everyone. Later I will reply to the comment. Okay. Now you will learn about the graph. Polynomial means you have to find the graph, you have to draw the graph of the polynomial. Clear? How will you draw the graph? See. Suppose simple equation, polynomial x minus 2 is a linear polynomial. Okay? X minus 2 is a linear polynomial. X minus 2 is a linear polynomial. Clear? Now see. Take this linear polynomial, which is variable is x now. So you can take this is polynomial of x. Px. Clear? How will you draw the graph? So suppose this is your graph paper. Okay. This is your graph paper, this is x axis, this is y axis. Px equal y, x minus 2 is your expression, linear polynomial. Now see. for drawing the graph, see, in a graph paper, you need, for drawing the graph, you need two variables, x and y. Okay, x and y. So for this, you have to take this polynomial which must be equal to other variable. You have to take, suppose let y is equal to px. You have to take this one. Y is equal to px. What is px? X minus 2. Y is equal to x minus 2. This will be your equation which you have to plot on the graph paper. Y is equal to x minus 2. This is your equation. You have to plot on the graph paper. Now see. Make a table of x and y. Now if in this equation you put the value of x 0, then what is the value of y? See, y is equal to x minus 2. If you put x equal to 0, 0 minus 2, it will be minus 2. Y is equal to minus 2. Clear? Now, if you put the value of x equal 1, then it will be y is equal to x minus 2. 1 minus 2, minus 1. Value of y will be minus 1. Clear? Now, you got 2 points. That is, first one is 0 minus 2. Second one is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1. These 2 points you can plot in the graph paper also. Now first see one thing. Here the variable is x. Suppose in some polynomials variable may not be x. It may be anything. No, suppose it is s. S minus 2s minus 6 is the polynomial. In this case, what we will do? What is the variable given in the polynomial? In the polynomial, you have to take that as x. That means horizontal variable. 2s, s you have to take as x. Clear? And you have to take another variable which must be equal to the expression, that is y. What variable is given, you have to take, that is x. Clear? X means in the horizontal axis. Now see, in this polynomial you got 2 points, 0 minus 2 and 1 minus 1. Okay? Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 0 minus 2. 0 to the horizontal direction is 0 and to the vertical direction is y minus 2. Minus 2 you have to move to the downward direction through y axis. This is. So this is 0 minus 2. And another one is 1 minus 1. For 1 minus 1, first you go to the right side, that is plus 1, plus 1, then minus 1 to the downward direction. This is minus 1. Minus 1. 1 minus 1. Now, if you join these 2 points, then you will find a straight line. Okay? If you join these 2 points, then you will find a straight line. Expand this line. This line is the graph for the given polynomial x minus 2. Clear? This line is the graph for the given polynomial x minus 2. Now see, that line should intersect x axis. Yes? X means, suppose if it is s, variable is s, that s you have to take here. X or s. Anything. What variable is given, you have to take that is in the horizontal axis. On which point the graph will intersect the x axis. Okay, remember, on which point the graph will intersect the x axis, that is the 0 of the polynomial. Clear? Suppose this point will be more than 2 more than 2. So anything. It is y. So suppose a, 0. This length is a. Okay? This length is a. So a will be the 0 of the polynomial. Remember, on which point the graph for the given polynomial intersect the x axis is the 0 of the polynomial. Clear? So many comments are there. Students, please try to understand actually what I am giving. So don't use different type of words. Okay? Which I don't know. Okay? Don't give any other type of comments. Okay. First, let's see the what is the type of the graph of the linear polynomial. Okay. Now see, in case of linear polynomial, already I told that for the linear polynomial, the graph is like a straight line. For any kind of linear polynomial, the graph is like a straight line, and it will intersect the x-axis. Now, if in a graph, tell me one thing: when a line, straight line, cannot intersect x-axis. When the line is parallel to the x-axis, then it can never intersect the x-axis. Okay. So, for some polynomial, what is the variable is there? What variable is there? It does not affect, but for some polynomial, the graph may not intersect the x-axis. Okay? The graph may not intersect the x-axis. So in that case, that polynomial has no zero. Suppose one question is there, one graph, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. One graph is there like, then if the question, if in the exam, one question is there like, what is the zero, how much zero this polynomial have? In this polynomial, the graph does not intersect the x-axis, so this polynomial, whatever the polynomial is, it has no zero. Why? It does not intersect the x-axis. No matter it may intersect the y-axis, because we are not discussing about the y-axis, the variable what is given, first reference will go to the horizontal axis. Clear? So, the graph which at which point intersect the x-axis, that is the zero of the linear polynomial. Clear? The first thing, you have to know the what is polynomial. Polynomial means what? It is an expression. What is the collection of constant, then variables, then mathematical operations, plus, minus, multiply and division. Clear? Okay? All these terms together combine an expression, or you can say polynomial. So polynomial, in your chapter you will learn linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, based on degree. Based on degree. So linear, for linear degree is 1. For quadratic degree is 2. For linear polynomial, what is the standard form? The standard form for the linear polynomial is ax plus b. It is the standard form. Here, the coefficient with x cannot be 0. Okay? Coefficient with x cannot be 0. What is the 0 of this polynomial? So ax plus b equals 0. X will be minus b by 1. This minus b by 1 will be 0 of the polynomial. Clear? Now, how many zeros are there for a linear polynomial? For a linear polynomial, maximum 1 0 is there, because here degree is 1. So 1 0 is there. Clear? So let me do one thing. So for today, this is sufficient because video quality is also not good. I can see. Okay. From next Sunday, every Sunday at 6:45 p.m. I will take class on maths. Okay. On every Sunday, 6:45. 6:45 p.m. I will take maths class in this channel. So from next Sunday, I can assure you that our video quality will be good, and also the things are also, network issue are also good. So from next Saturday, Sunday, I will take your regular week-wise one class, that is maths. It will be free for everyone. For CBSC, maths. Again, I am taking the polynomial. I will take your class on next Wednesday also. Wednesday is holiday na, so next Wednesday I may take your class. Later I will inform. Okay. So I assure you that from next class video quality will be good. So now see what are the comments. This is Zintu Deka. Alhamdulillah Kolita. Last question. The zero of the linear polynomial is the exponent of the point where the graph y equal to ax plus b intersect at the x-axis. Directly copied from Google. I don't know. Zeros of a polynomial can be defined as the points where the polynomial becomes zero as a whole. A polynomial having value 0 called zero polynomial. Very good. But you are directly copying from other source also. So first, learn what is linear polynomial. Then quadratic. Okay. So on this class, I will again teach you this chapter polynomial. So for today, bye. Take care. And good night also.